Good morning.
Good morning, Jamie.
Episode 80.
Happy episode 80. Happy 80th anniversary.
Happy 80th.
I just looked up. Wow, I'm already struggling with my words here today.
Well, you know what?
I just looked up what are some of like the symbols of an 80th anniversary, and oak representing strength, wisdom, and endurance. Typical gifts are oak wood or gifts with an oak theme. Do we have any oak in here that I could give to you? There's a little chest right there.
What is this? What do we feel like this is?
Definitely not. The color for an 80th anniversary is ruby red.
Okay.
We missed the ruby red.
We missed that memo.
Gemstones ruby.
I wonder how many people celebrate 80 anniversary. Like,
that's a lot.
That's too many.
You'd have to get married when you're like 18 or 20,
right?
And live to 100.
Yeah.
Brian's grandparents, his grandpa passed, but they were like, I think 2 days away from celebrating their 75th anniversary.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? 75 years.
So much time with one person. It is unbelievable.
It's amazing. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Well, I want to start out with a shout out to Ash and Erie. Have you heard of them?
Is it who I sent you? Because
yes, it is. The Short King brand. So this shirt is courtesy of
I like it.
Ash and Erie. It's for men. It says men of a great height is what it says. And it's for men, I think 5'8" and below.
It's so funny. So we filmed the episode and we called it Short Kings.
Yeah.
And you put up a clip and all of a sudden my feed is just full of clothing for men. I thought it was 5'9". I feel like it kept getting shorter. It's like started at 5'10" and below, 5'9" and below, 5'8" and below. It kept giving me stuff. That is fun.
I'm in all those categories. So
you know what?
Feel free to send
it looks great.
It's very comfortable.
So what's different about it? What?
I'm guessing the length is different.
Okay.
That is my assumption. Is that because a lot of short men have a short torso. That's the thing that's short. So like I don't know. That's what it may be shorter arms. The arms feel like a better length. A lot of times shirts are too long and the arms are too long for me, especially on a long sleeve shirt. So it fits very well. It was expensive. It was like it was like $100.
Wow.
It's an expensive shirt.
Did you just get one item? Or
I just got one thing.
Okay.
I was like, I want to see what I think.
Yeah.
I also don't usually have success buying things online.
Yeah.
But this fits great. So I might have to.
Okay. What are they called again?
Ash and Erie.
Ash and Erie.
I think that's how you pronounce it. ERIE.
Way to find us. You know what?
I know.
This is like, it's working. What else do we be looking for that we need?
Oh, yeah. Sponsor.
Sound producer.
Have you seen those videos of like women who want to get proposed to and they like go to their husband or boyfriend's phone or whatever and they'll like whisper into it like the whatever type of ring they want. Gold ring. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like then the guy will start getting ads.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Love it. Same.
So how are you?
I'm doing good.
I have a lot on the list today.
Okay, great.
Actually, a lot. We have a show to discuss.
Which one?
Black Rabbit.
You did watch it.
Not to be confused with Wayward, which you
I apologize. I was listening to the episode last week and I was like, what happened? My brain just totally went blank. Okay, I didn't know if you were going to push through or not because it is a heavier show.
It's heavy.
And
spoilers coming up.
Yes. But guys, listen, we give you time. It's not like
it's true.
Are reviewing things that came out this weekend.
I think everybody who listens should just be on the same watch schedule as we are. We'll share what the show is going to be. We'll watch it together and 100%. Then we'll talk about it. So Black Rabbit, the ending was very sad.
Yeah.
He dies. He jumps off the roof.
Does.
Yeah. Didn't like that.
I didn't like it either. And I like literally gasped out loud.
Yeah.
Like I was not expecting it.
I know. Same. But dark show. I wonder like how real that is. Like those situations where
let me tell
somebody owes somebody money.
I was in Reno last weekend and it felt very real. No, I know. I think what they did such a good job of is like the backstory too. Like you just see the family history and how it's so messy. Like life is just messy and it felt very realistic.
Totally.
And it felt like it's such good acting. Like it's again, one of those shows I have to remind myself like Jason Bateman's actually alive and he's probably really happy with life right now and he's doing okay.
Yeah,
like
he's a great actor.
I don't need to carry the burden that he's no longer with us because that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's good.
So the guys that are like, chasing them down, trying to get the money back.
Right.
Are those called like loan sharks?
I would think that's a great name for them. Yeah.
I wonder like how real that is. They felt kind of mafioso vibe, like they're lending money to people, and then if they don't pay them back, then there's like some crazy interest rate.
Yeah.
And then they like cut their fingers off if they don't pay them.
Right.
The whole thing. I'm so like, how often is that a real thing?
Right.
Is that like legit? I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's some underground stuff going on all around us.
And now that we're talking about it, I'm sure we're going to get a response of this.
Get some ads.
We're going to start getting ads. We're going to start getting recruitment.
You need a payday loan.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what a wild, if that is somebody's story, that's got to be so stressful.
Yeah.
Imagine.
We live a pretty privileged life over here. And
privileged. Oh my gosh.
Have you, can I go in a little,
Let's do it.
I'm about fictional dark, real life dark. Well, it's positive and dark. The hostages were just returned like today, I think, from the Israel-Gaza war that's been going on for the last 2 years. I'm pretty sure a peace deal was reached like last week, and all the hostages were returned. I'm pretty sure this morning. There was like 20 or something.
Wow.
Hostages. And I was listening to the Daily, and it was just like they're interviewing the families of people, and there's like families of people who were getting their family members back, and family members of people whose family members were died while like in the hostage captivity or whatever. And I just can't imagine that.
No.
Can you imagine for the last 2 years, your child, your sibling, your friend being in captivity, like a prisoner of war, basically. They were being held in these like tunnels, like really rough conditions.
Yeah.
God, that's somebody's life.
That is somebody's
today
life.
In 2025.
It's many people's lives, and that is exactly what people were dealing with for a long time.
So crazy. And it's not fake. It's not a TV show. It's like real life hit right now.
Right.
It's so hard to believe that.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
But we should be like realizing that is happening.
We shouldn't be ignorant to it. We should think about it, and like, I don't know what we do about it. Like, we spread awareness. We talk about it, advocate. I don't know, but like, craziness. It's positive that it's like ending, hopefully, and all that, whatever. But I keep saying whatever. Whatever. It's not whatever.
No, it's not. I know, and it is a very heavy time. I feel like it's probably always a heavy time. I think now with media and the fact that we're so exposed to things, but at the same time, I've been having some conversations with, I don't know if you know my friend Shannon. I've mentioned her once or twice, but
that's a fun name.
Just this idea, she's very passionate about certain things and how she feels very strongly that people aren't getting insight into things, that there are people that live in just kind of a bubble, and even our internet. Like, she was asking me, like, do you see certain things on social media? And I was like, honestly, I don't get a ton of that. And she said it's so wild because she does, and just what we are getting fed, like even our silly shirt company, like the fact that we talked about it and then we're literally getting that, like that is actually a little creepy. But
the algorithm's crazy.
Yes. And so her thing of like, there's so much that's happening that I think people are unaware of. And this is even a great example what you're sharing. Like, I didn't know this was happening. But I'm the first to admit I don't pay attention to the news very well, and I should. But
the main way I get my news is just through the Daily podcast. It's called The Dailies from New York Times.
Yeah.
And they do like one big story every day.
Okay.
And then the end of it, they do like other like big news things.
You just listen to that in your commute.
Yeah. It's like a 20 to 30 minute episode. And that's like, I feel like I get good information from that.
Yeah. I'll start listening to that.
And it feels, I think New York Times, I don't know. I think it probably is more left, but I also think I feel like when I'm listening to it, it feels less biased than a lot of news outlets. Like they were talking. Yeah, there's just, I feel like I enjoy it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, I'll start listening to that.
Yeah. How are you? How was your weekend? Should we go into that? Talk about the podcast?
Good. Let's jump into our weekend. My weekend wasn't super crazy, to be honest with you. Friday, you and I started the day at a conference.
We did.
SALT conference put on by our friends at why am I blanking?
Foster's Creative.
Foster's Creative. I'm like, and that was great. That was the second time we've gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun because I got to see a few people that I have met before in the community. And I also met a new gal who, what's so random, she had messaged me on Instagram. She runs a network called PNW Women's Network, something like that. And she had reached out to me. She'd seen one of our videos and she said, hey, it looks like you guys are doing some cool things. I'd love to invite you to this event. And so we were kind of communicating back and forth that morning. And then I posted a little story of us at the conference and she sent me a message. She's like, I'm here too. And she was one of the speakers.
Yeah.
She was at the thing. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a small world. But I kind of love that. I love that like our community can sometimes feel close like that. So I enjoyed it. I ended up having to leave a little bit early because our cheer squad had a pep assembly that we performed at on Friday afternoon. So I went and put on my coaching hat there. And then that evening, Chad was working overtime. So he was gone for most of the night. Ellie was babysitting our neighbors down the street. And so Piper and I went. Can
I ask a question?
Yes.
What's the going rate for babysitters these days?
I'll tell you, I was shocked. She is getting $20 an hour.
Nice.
Which we
under the table, I'm guessing, right? Just cash or something.
Hard, cold cash.
Yeah. No tax, no payroll taxes. Yeah. None of that.
I mean, I was not expecting that. I was literally thinking like $12.
Yeah.
Like,
because how old is she?
She's 14.
So she doesn't need minimum wage or whatever?
She does not need minimum wage. It's like, and one of the hours the kids are asleep. I'm like, you don't need to pay her $20. That seems high. But
that just feels, I mean, I guess I just compare it to my dog costs. Like when somebody stops and walks Stevie for an hour, it's $30 to $35 an hour for an hour.
Guys, I'm leaving real estate
for
some walking dogs.
It's crazy. It's $30 to $35 an hour for 1 hour of walking.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah. But that's the going rate.
Dog. So I should tell Allie, you're taking care of human lives.
Should be
that charge
40 an hour.
Yeah, she was very pleasantly surprised. Anyways, all that to say, Piper and I, while she was gone, Chad was gone, we went to the mall. She had a birthday party on Saturday that she was going to, so we went and did some birthday shopping for that. And then speaking of shows, I have been diligently following Love is Blind, which I know you're not
probably not going to watch. Is it getting better?
It's not. It's not. Actually a train wreck. And the reality is love is not blind. I've said this before. It's got 20/20 vision or better. It's always like, you just know. It's like as much as they want to love the person once they see them, you just can't help it. They're creating an image in their head.
Yeah.
And because they're falling in love with a personality, they assume this is going to be like the hottest person they've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it rarely is.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Have you seen the movie that is called Maintenance Required?
You know what's funny? Did that just come out on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
I literally started it and then I stopped because life was happening. Yeah.
I think it was, I mean, it's cheesy kind of.
She's like a mechanic or something.
Yeah, she's a mechanic.
I totally started.
She owns like a car auto shop or whatever. Yeah. And are you going to watch it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless you think I should. And we'll talk about it next week.
I mean, it's like a rom-com, kind of cheesy.
Honestly, aren't my favorite.
Okay, yeah, you won't like it.
Okay.
It's very rom-com.
Okay.
But so she owns the auto shop. He works for like a large corporate auto shop company called the Miller Boys is the name of the company. And
convenient.
They're opening a location across the street from her mom and pop auto shop, one off. And so that's kind of the thing. And so they're like, because of that, they're like, immediate rivals, tension.
Right.
And then, but they also each have like an online pen pal type thing. They met like on this auto blog website thing.
Yeah.
And have been like, had this relationship online, but don't know each other's names.
Okay.
Have no idea what each other look like from this thing.
Yeah.
And they're like going on a blind, I don't even think they know each other's ages. And they're like going on a blind date. And it's just, and they're both obviously very attractive.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Hollywood.
Stars. But it's just so funny to me. They're like going on this blind date with somebody they don't know the name, don't know their age, don't know what they look like.
Yeah.
And they're just like trusting in their common interests to go on this blind date. And obviously it works out kind of, but.
Have you ever done a blind date?
No.
Yeah, same.
No. But my aunt and uncle, I think, were set up on kind of a blind date.
Okay.
My Aunt Danny and my Uncle Sarah, wow. My Uncle Danny, sorry, Danny and Sarah. My Uncle Danny, my Aunt Sarah, I don't think they knew each other, what each other looked like. And my parents, I think my mom and her friend set them up on this, like at my mom's house, at my childhood house. And they met, and like my uncle almost didn't show up because he's like, no, I don't want, this is stupid. Like, I don't want to show up to this thing. Like, everybody knows why we're there. And it's just so awkward. And he ended up like coming, and they were out on the deck for like hours talking. And now they're married. So Blind dates, they can work out.
You know what? I love it. Yeah. It's got to be hard nowadays with as much presence as people have.
Yeah.
And also, even with that, it's a facade, right? Like there's filters and there's Photoshop. There's all these things that can be misleading.
I do think though, like a blind date where you're being set up feels like a higher likelihood of succeeding to me than Love is Blind, where you're not being set up. You're just like meeting somebody without being. So like on a blind date when you're being set up, the people that are setting you up know that they're setting you up because you have things in common.
Yeah.
They probably think that you'll be attracted to each other,
right?
Like based on knowing
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And you would like kind of know.
Yeah,
I think that has a higher likelihood of succeeding than just like completely randomly meeting a stranger and not know what they look like.
Totally. I love the concept because I think it is so important to like build this deeper relationship, personality based versus looks. But I know I would be bad because I have such high expectations.
Yeah.
So I would assume this person is going to blow my mind, and then they're, whatever. But you know what? We don't have to worry about that because we're happily married people.
It's a handsome
you
men.
and I both. Handsome men. That's basically my Friday.
Okay.
How about you?
Cool. I had a chill Friday night. So Brian was at a friend's house Friday night, so I was solo. I went and played some pickleball.
Nice.
And that's my new go-to.
Did you stay for the whole conference?
I did not. I think I left at like 2:30 or 3. Went home. We had our last premarital counseling session.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't think she knew it was our last one. She's like, okay, we'll see you next time. And we're like, I don't know.
Won't.
Probably not.
How did you end that?
What do you mean?
Were you like, actually, this is the end?
No, we just said, okay, see you later. Goodbye. She was like signing off. Like, okay, see you next time. That caught us off guard. And she was saying goodbye. See you next time. Bye. But I think we've already talked about it. Was good and bads of the set counseling. I played pickleball. I ended up so the Mariners game was Friday night.
Yes.
Were you following it at all?
Totally. I am such a hardcore fan. No, I ended up falling asleep fairly early Friday night. Okay. Chad did get home and he stayed up and was watching it. Yeah.
Were your girls watching it at all? No, not interested. Okay. I was playing pickleball and I was kind of watching it on my phone.
Okay.
And there were a bunch of people at pickleball also. We were also watching it. So like every time something would happen, people would like cheer or groan or whatever.
Deal. Yeah.
Big deal. And then it was like the pickleball ended and it was like the bottom of the 10th inning at that point.
Okay.
And I was hungry, so I went to Pagliacci Pizza. Have you ever been there?
Say that 5 times fast.
Pagliacci Pizza. Kind of a local chain
in
the Seattle area.
Okay.
It's good, really good pizza. I went there not knowing that the Mariners game would be on a TV there.
Oh. And
there's a bunch of people watching it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, this is fun. I'm going to stay here for a while.
Love it.
Ate my pizza, like got a beer and just sat there until the bottom of the 14th inning. And it just kept going.
Wow.
And I was there from like the 11th inning through the 14th inning, kept hoping that they were going to win.
Yeah.
And do you know like much about baseball rules or anything?
Austin, I know all of them.
Okay, so both times. So it was a home game for the Mariners.
Yeah.
They're up to bat second. So the home team always is on the bottom of it.
Okay.
So like 11th inning, 12th inning, 13th inning, 14th inning, they strike out the other team, 3 outs for Detroit.
Okay.
And then each time it's like you're just hoping and praying the Mariners like get 1 run.
Right.
In the 13th and the 14th inning, they had 2 people, so the guys on first and second base with like 1 out. So we're like, okay, we just need like 1 good
That's
hit.
It.
Then
easy.
Both times, 13th and 14th inning, they got a double play, which means they got 2 outs.
Okay.
It was the end of the inning.
Yeah.
Happened twice in a row, 13th, 14th inning. For whatever reason, anytime I watch a Mariners game, they lose. Anytime. I don't know if
You're
it's
the
me.
problem.
Brian's the same way. Like we cannot, if we go to a game, if we watch a game, they lose. So I was just like super pessimistic. I'm like, oh my gosh, 2 innings in a row, they can't do it.
Right.
They have 2 people on it. And then I end up driving home because the Pagliacci closes.
Okay.
They're like, I'm sorry guys, we gotta go. We have to close.
Yeah.
And so everybody leaves. I go home and I'm at home alone with Stevie and watching the game. And they finally bottom the 15th inning. Finally, I think the bases are loaded. So the guys on first, second, and third. I think there's 1 or 2 outs. And it's a full count. So that means 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Okay. Ooh,
and
stressful.
So if he pitches a 4th ball, then the batter would walk,
right,
and that would end the game.
Okay,
because the bases are loaded.
Yep.
And that would be such an anticlimactic wait for this game to end.
Walk.
You're like, come on, you're really gonna walk them.
Yeah.
And this is a very important game. But I can't remember his name, but he gets a hit and they score. They win 3-2. Amazing. It's so fun to watch. Like, I really wish I was around people.
I did see video and then there's another game. Saturday.
So they had a game last night.
Or last night?
Yeah. So they, I don't know all the terms, but I think it was ALDS, so American League Division Series potentially.
Okay.
So that's what they just won.
Okay.
So that's what they were playing against Detroit.
Yeah.
That was best of 5.
Okay.
So basically it was 2-2. And they won the third. They finally won the 5th game.
Yeah.
And now they're on whatever the next series is. So it's best of 7.
Okay.
And that's against the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
So they played last night and they'll play, I think, tonight, but it's 7 games. And then if they win that, then they're in the World Series.
Got it.
Which the Mariners have never been in the World Series.
Right. This is huge.
On the other side, LA, the Dodgers are, because there's like the American League and there's the National League.
Okay.
Whoever wins the American League plays the National League in the World Series.
Okay.
The Dodgers are one of the 2 teams that could win the National League. Yeah. I think it'd be so cool because we'll be in like California during the World Series.
Yeah.
So if the Mariners end up playing the Dodgers, some of the games will be at Dodger Stadium in LA. And I'm sure tickets will be outrageously expensive, but like it'd be so cool to go to a game.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that's how it pans out.
That's so fun.
Yes.
Yes, I was seeing stories celebrating and watching the game, and it was nail biters.
Crazy. Yeah. I was so stressed. And I'm like not a huge sports guy, but I grew up watching so many Mariners game, and like Isaac's such a huge Mariners fan. So just like grew up always rooting for the Mariners, and they haven't been to this point in 25 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was very exciting, very emotional. I was like screaming at the TV when I was watching it, and Stevie's like looking at me, like freaking out. She's like coming up to me, licking my face. Are you okay? But yeah, it was very, very exciting.
I love that you stayed at a public place by yourself.
I really wanted them to win while I was there.
Yeah.
It would have been such fun energy to be around everybody.
Right.
But I really wanted some of these next games to like be at a bar or something with people watching the games.
That is kind of like, I mean, juxtaposition of like, division and other things happening in our country. But like sports is it's such a sweet thing that it does bring people together. Like
Yeah.
And it is like to have this like common grounds that is nothing but fun. I love that. Yeah.
We have a couple friends who were at the game, and Mark, and he's like, it's the best game I've ever been to.
Oh, wow.
By far. Like, yeah. Crazy energy. I mean, 15 innings. That never happens. That's crazy. I think
long.
It broke some record in baseball, in the MLB. So
nice. Yeah.
Very fun. Sure. Yeah. That was my Friday night. And then I had a hard time going to bed because I was like pretty energized at that point.
Yeah. Understandably.
How was your Saturday?
Saturday, I was actually here at work most of the day. We had our homebuyer bus tour.
Yep.
So this is the one that's a 5-hour course because they get a down payment assistance certificate if they take the class. So it has to be a certain length of time. But we had a great turnout, which was so encouraging. I feel like we've tried to do this a couple times in the last, few months, and nobody's signed up for it. So it was really nice to have a full house. And everybody seemed to really enjoy it. We grabbed some Radners for lunch. People were loved. That was the first time most of them had ever eaten there.
Nice.
So it's kind of fun to have that. And yeah, we went and toured a couple properties. So got back here probably around like 2:30 or so. So by the time we got home, it was later afternoon, 3-ish.
Did Chad drive the bus?
He did drive the bus. Yep. He's so great. Every time people get on, he introduces himself and he's like, great. He's like super excited. First time driving a bus, they love it.
I'm from Yakima.
Yep. Classic.
Such a dad.
Such a dad. It's so great. And then what was kind of nice was Piper was at a birthday party. And so she was taken care of. Alice had like a full day of cheer. They had a cheer clinic at the school. Then they had practice, and then they went to the football game that night. So Chad and I had kind of a couple hours in the afternoon to just go home and chill. And that's when I was catching up on my Love is Blind over the weekend. And then he and I went to the football game. And that was the first game he's been to this year to watch her cheer. So that was kind of fun. We had friends there that we were talking to the whole time. It got frigid cold.
I was just going to say, it felt like fall this weekend, out of nowhere.
So cold.
It's crazy.
My poor daughter, who has no skin on her bones, is in this little cheer skirt, and she's shivering. At one point, she had to leave the area that they're on the track, and I saw her leave, and I was a little bit like I didn't see anything happen. I just saw her run off, and then I found out later she had gotten so cold. She has this condition where she loses circulation in her fingers. So her fingers had gone white.
Oh my gosh.
And it's basically what happens is like your blood is going to your organs because you're so cold. It's trying to protect you. So it's your toes and your fingers go white.
Oh my goodness.
And so that's how cold she was.
Jeez.
So I know.
Do they not have like warmer outfits they can wear?
That is the thing. I'm like, did we not buy warm-up pants? There's no pants. The other team across the way, the girls were wearing like long sleeves. They had our girls have like a turtleneck under their little shells and they were wearing a jacket.
Okay.
But then it's just a skirt. There's no tights. There's nothing. So it's just bare legs. So anyways, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that except for that was wild. She was cold. And then, so we left there and it was a little bit after 9 and it was just me, Chad and Allie. And we were all kind of hungry. And Chad's like, it would be fun to go like get dinner somewhere late. Like, let's, be adventurous. And we decided pizza sounded really good.
Nice.
So, we went to Cloverleaf on 6th Ave. Have you ever eaten there?
I've been there once.
Yes. I've never been there. We were excited. Thing on the window said they were open till 10. We got there around like 9:20. So we're like, perfect. We walk in and she's like, oh, we're closing up in 5 minutes. And pizzas take 35 minutes to make. Like, I bit my tongue. I so desperately wanted to be like, your sign says you're open till 10.
Yeah.
But it was empty in there. Nobody else was there. So I was like, So we ended up
not to bash on a restaurant, but my one time going there was a little bit negative too.
Really?
We were doing like it was a long time ago. We were filming a video like showcasing pizza places in Tacoma.
Okay.
And that was one of the ones we went to.
Yeah.
And they were very rude to us. Like, and we're trying to just like feature your business. Like,
right.
We'll say only positive things,
Yeah.
free promotion for you. And like, nope, we don't do that.
We do not. And we also don't stay open when we say we will.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But.
Yeah, so that was a bummer. We ended up just going to Domino's near our house and getting a pizza to go.
Nice. Love Domino's.
And so, yeah, it was fun. And then Allie and I started the movie Maze Runner.
Okay, good movie.
Netflix just released all 3 of the movies. And so I tried my hardest to stay awake and watch as much as I could with her. But inevitably, I passed out halfway through.
I remember really liking the Maze Runner.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, she was reading the books this last year, and so it's kind of fun to read and then watch. And that was my Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we got pizza covered all 3 days. I ate it Friday and Sunday, and you had it on Saturday. Pizza trio.
Perfect.
Saturday, I started the day with a 5 mile run. Just kind of like
ease into it.
I don't really have a plan for this last week. I'm just kind of moving, just trying to move my body.
This is the final week.
Final countdown.
Wow.
It's like 6 days.
Wow.
So yeah, I ran a little bit this morning. I'm just doing shorter of all 3. I did a shorter run this morning, a short swim, do a short bike ride on Wednesday. Just kind of like keep the body moving. So yeah, I did a 5 mile run Saturday morning, and then I picked up my bike because I dropped it off for a little tune-up.
Okay.
A little pre-race tune-up. And then we had Sawyer and Leo, which is Brian's niece and nephew.
Oh,
I don't know. Is it my niece and nephew now that we're married?
100%.
I don't know how that works.
It's your niece and nephew.
Okay, my niece and nephew. I don't think
through marriage, but
love that. That's very exciting. So Sawyer.
What do they call you?
They call us uncle.
Yeah.
I just have always said Brian's nieces and nephews, and then my nieces. I've always used that language.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're our nieces and nephews now. That's so cool. Okay. So they had not even back-to-back, overlapping soccer games.
Okay.
So we stopped at Sawyer's soccer game for 30 minutes, and then it was like 15 minutes away to the other field, and we went to Leo's soccer game for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So both their soccer games, and then we had
probably just as exciting as the Mariners game.
So just as exciting. Just on our
nail biters.
Yeah. Leo scored 3 goals.
Oh,
hat trick. I think that's what I learned it's called.
I like it.
And then we did lunch in Woodinville at a restaurant called Heritage.
Oh,
have you been to that? Heard
Not
of it?
Distillery.
No, it's just called Heritage.
Okay,
I think that's what it's called. Heritage. It's in the It's in the main wine district. Right there. It was good. It was solid. We got a burger and some mac and cheese and a wedge salad. It was good.
Nice.
And then, have you been to Woodinville at all recently?
Yeah.
In the last year?
Not the last year.
Okay.
But I have been.
You've heard about the whole huge new development, right? Or
no,
have you not? Okay.
No.
So, in the main wine district, there's Chateau Saint Michel.
Yep.
It's kind of a little bit further, and then there's the Hollywood schoolhouse area, kind of across the street from the Hollywood schoolhouse area, in the corner closest to Chateau Saint Michel. They built out a massive new development. It's a huge hotel called the Somme.
Ooh.
It's going to be like all these new restaurants, new wineries, all this new stuff.
Nice.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is actually.
Is the hotel open?
They just opened.
Okay.
We want to walk through it, but we ran out of time. But we want to go back and like do a staycation or something. But
I love because it's close.
Yes.
It's an easy drive. You could do it in a day, but it's fun to have other options to stay at.
Totally. Yeah. And like the Willows Lodge is the only hotel right there. Right. And that's like $600 or more a night. Yeah. Very expensive. I don't know how much this hotel will be, but I'm assuming it'll be cheaper than that. I would bet $300 to $400 a night is my guess.
Okay.
Which is still a lot. It's good to have a little cheaper option. And there's like a rooftop bar, I guess, in the hotel.
I love that.
And it really, I like it. I think a lot of people in Woodinville don't like it, but I think it's cool to have like, I'm sure all the wineries will benefit from more tourism and there'll be more restaurants. And
do people not like it because they feel like anti-tourist? Is that part of it?
Probably. Okay. People don't like change and like development, I think, in general.
I know.
But I think, I mean, it feels very different. Like it kind of it's changed a little bit the feel of that area. But I think I'm excited about it. I think it'll be great. We drove home, which 405 was closed.
Fun.
Big
so fun. So the rest of your day you're on the road.
Then we packed up and then we drove to Lakewood.
Nice.
I spent 3 hours in the car in total on Saturday. I've counted. I've been in Tacoma Lakewood like I think 8 out of the last 9 days.
Wow.
So I've been driving back and forth almost every single day. Other than last Wednesday, I've been in Tacoma like every single day. Which is so I'm staying at my parents' house tonight. I'm like, I can't because I'll be in the office tomorrow. I'm like, I can't do it.
Please don't make me get back in that car.
I need a day without driving.
I hear you.
But we got down here and then we hung out with family and we did fajitas for dinner.
Nice.
Love fajitas. Yeah. And played some games. Totally spacing on the games we played. But there was kind of things like, oh gosh, I remember. It's Herd Mentality is the one we played. Did you play that one?
No.
That one's fun. So you have like a category and you want to, so it's something like, oh gosh, what's a good example? Something like a Disney movie.
Okay.
And you want to come up with the most common answer. Let's play it right now.
Okay.
Let's not do Disney movie. Let's do a different category. A soda is a category. And we both want to come up with the most common answers. We want to have the same answer. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Coca-Cola. Coke. Same thing. Yeah, that works. I don't know if that would actually count, but it counts because it's a little different word. But I think that counts. Okay. Let's do another one.
Another theme?
Yeah, another theme. Do you have any themes?
No. Why can't we do Disney?
Sure. A Disney movie.
A Disney movie.
Okay. Oof. That's hard. Okay, I have one. I don't know if this is going to be the most common. 3, 2, 1.
Lion
Beauty and
King.
the Beast. Oh, I was almost did Lion King. Okay, we got to end on a good one. How
about musicals?
Okay, musicals. 3, 2, 1.
Wicked. Nice. Yes, I knew it.
That's how you play, and you're playing in a bigger group, and like anybody who gets the correct answer gets a point.
Okay.
And then if you don't get the correct answer, you don't get a point. And if anybody is the only person that didn't get the correct answer, they get like this cow.
Oh.
And
you're a cow.
You can't win when you have the cow.
Okay.
I guess. So even if you have the most points, you can't win. If you have the cow. So you have to hope somebody else gets the cow.
So are you like strategically trying to get the person who has the most points the cow? Like,
Not
is that
really.
part of the strategy?
You're kind of playing your own game and just trying to have the most common answer.
Got it. Okay.
So we played that and then had dinner and then it's been so long since Brian and I have been together with my whole family. Mm-hmm. So we finally were able to ask like Easton, Finn, and Isaac to all like be part of the wedding.
Oh,
and
fun.
We have t-shirts that we gave to Easton and Finn.
Cute. What's their roles?
So all the nieces and nephews will be like walking down the aisle before us, like blowing bubbles.
Oh, fun.
So that'll be fun.
I love it.
So all eight of them.
Yeah.
Which will be chaos. It'll be awesome.
It's gonna be great. A lot of bubbles.
Yeah, so that was Saturday night, and then what did we do downstairs? We were just like running around the couches downstairs. Stevie was with us.
Cute.
Played some Pac-Man.
This
played some
is the longest day I've ever heard. You started at soccer games. You went wine tasting?
No, started with a run, 5-mile run.
Started with a run.
No wine tasting, just lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, but we were in the wine area.
I mean,
all
you
over
were
the map.
In Woodinville.
We started
the majority of the day, and then all the way down to Lakewood.
From home to downtown Renton to get my bike, back home, up to Bothell, over to Woodinville, back to Renton, down to Lakewood. Yeah,
and once you got to Lakewood, you did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot. that's life, baby. We have a lot of stuff going on.
I am exhausted for you.
Life is full. It's great.
I love it. All right.
I wish there was a world. I don't think this will ever happen. I really wish there was a world where all of our people lived in the same place. And we're blessed to have both families in Washington.
Yeah.
We do wish that Brian's brother Jonathan and his wife Moppy and their 3 kids would move to Washington because they're all down in California.
Oh, okay.
But I wish all of our family was like in the same city.
Yeah.
Like in Tacoma or in whatever. Because we just try, or I wish I lived close to work. I just wish we had a life where everything was in the same place. Because it's just not. It's just his work's up in Redmond, my work's down here. His family's up in Bothell, my family's down here. So it's like everybody's a little closer, but it's okay. Probably won't happen. So
it's tricky.
It's tricky
because there's probably times too where it's like that's a little convenient. Like, oh, we're actually just going to stay I don't know. Sometimes you feel maybe obligated then if you're close and you want to go. I don't know.
Same thing with friends too. Like our friends live all over the map as well. Like it's kind of, I wish just like there was like one place where everybody lives, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Survive. There's worse things in the world.
All right. Well, Sunday, wrapping it up.
Sunday.
We went to church. Both Chad and I were in different, serving in different areas. He's helping lead this one class, and I was in the nursery. My girls, Piper was at her sleepover birthday party. Allie was exhausted after her whole day of cheer, so she ended up staying home. So just Chad and I. And then afterwards, we went and we picked Piper up from Carrie and Blue's house's Vivian's birthday party. So we picked her up from there and ended up staying and hanging out with them for a couple hours and just chatting on their couch and had coffee and catching up with them. So that was fun. And then I put down, we destaged my listing. Oh. So my listing that I've had out on Proctor is finally closing next week. So I went and got some of my staging things.
Did you stage it?
I used some of my things. Okay. I had like an extra couch, and then I have a bunch of like decor that I do. Chad and I are in this conversation of like, do we start a staging business? Nice. He is like, because he had, in real estate, I love helping my sellers decorate their homes before we go on the market. And we started to collect things, especially after we sold the duplex. We're like, now we have these extra pieces, and it feels like a shame to just have it sitting in our garage. So like Jessica's borrowed some of my things right now. Yeah. Kelsey Isaacson used to borrow some of my stuff. So it's like I've used it and done. And so he's like, maybe we just create something and we start doing that. But I don't know. It's a whole another thing.
What's the thing?
He's just always on the next, what's our next thing? But yeah, we went and did that. And then we ran a couple errands, like did our grocery shopping for the week. And Allie went to youth group that night and had a friend come sleep over afterwards. And we watched Hocus Pocus. Nice. Pipes made a little hot chocolate. It just felt very fall, like you were saying. The weather was so cold. And that's all I wrote down that we did.
In my mind, it's still summer.
I know.
I'm not like acclimating.
I know. We were talking about like Halloween, and I'm like, I'm not even sure I'm ready to pick out costumes.
I don't know. It feels like
supposed to.
It's very strange.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it definitely was. I was cold.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know. I haven't worn like a long sleeve shirt in a long time. It's a weird feeling.
It's happening. So I think that was most of my weekend.
Do you have a favorite Halloween movie?
I do enjoy the Hocus Pocus movies.
Okay.
But there are some fun ones. I always liked Monster House, that like animated movie.
You know what? I think we saw that in theaters growing up, and my mom made us leave, or my aunt made us leave.
It's too much. We can't do it.
I'm pretty sure we were with my aunt.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This is too inappropriate. We have to leave." I don't know how old we were, but I do remember that being a thing.
You should give it a go now that you're in your 30s.
There's a couple movies like that. There's another one with Will Ferrell that we were with my cousins, and we had to leave the theater because it was too inappropriate.
The walk of shame leaving.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How about you? Do you have a favorite?
I don't really have a favorite Halloween movie. I enjoy like a thriller, like a psychological thriller. I'm not super into like horror movies.
Yeah. I'm not into the gore.
But Halloween movies a lot of times like also kind of like kiddish, like kid Halloween movies.
Yeah.
We didn't really do a lot of Halloween movies growing up, so I don't there's a lot I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Which maybe Brian will introduce me to some.
There you go.
Okay, so Sunday. We had kind of a slow morning. Woke up at my parents' house and just kind of hung out with Easton and Finn. They had stayed the night as well, fun. So hung out with them. Finn is such a cute kid. Oh my gosh, really he says the funniest things.
Oh my gosh.
So we got on the day of our wedding, in Georgetown, we stopped by the dog store and got Stevie a goose toy. And it's like this massive, like, stuffed goose.
Okay.
And it makes like, it doesn't make a normal squeaking sound. It's more of like a honk, honk sound.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a huge goose.
Yeah.
And we brought it to my parents' house, and its name is Goose Goose. That's what we call Goose.
Mm-hmm.
Goose
Naturally.
Goose. And Finn just kept like talking about Goose Goose. And he's just like has this cute little voice and just like carrying around Goose Goose. And it's just so funny. So cute. Hung out there and then did a little bit of wedding planning with my mom and just chatted through some stuff. And then we went on a long walk from my parents' house, went to the Fort Silicon Park and stopped in the dog park a little bit. Yeah. Did like a little 3-mile loop.
Love it.
Then on the way home, we stopped at Dutch Bros. Do you ever go to Dutch Bros?
I have been. It's really funny. So one of the first times I went was with my friend Denise, and she was like, you know what I love about Dutch Bros is like, they will find anything to compliment you on. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, just watch. So I'm the driver and I pull up and we give our order and she goes, by the way, you have such a cute nose.
That's what she said?
Yes. I was like, oh, thank you. And Denise loses it because it's like the most random, like of all features. Yeah. Like, what a cute nose.
Oh my gosh.
Stretch. Like, what can I compliment this chick on? So yeah, that's my experience.
I haven't noticed that. And I've always noticed they're like overly friendly. Yeah. And like they will definitely ask you questions about your day and stuff. I haven't noticed the compliment thing. I'll have to see if I
see next time.
That's funny. We have found over time we don't love Dutch Bros coffee.
Well, it's just
so
sugar.
watery. It's like well, they have the sugary drinks, but the coffee itself is very watered down and it's like not flavorful.
Like if I want a hot breve, I'm not going to get that there, right?
That's what I do get at
you
Dutch
do?
Bros is a breve.
Okay, I thought they were like just cold drinks.
No, they do have a lot of cold drinks. They have a lot of like energy drinks and whatever, Lotuses, whatever they're called. Mm-hmm. I never really get those. I'll always get either like a cold brew. They have like different flavors of cold brew, or I'll get like a caramel or vanilla breve. Okay. And usually it's good, but like I feel like it's gotten worse. And it was so watery when I had it yesterday. Yeah. But the thing we love at Dutch Bros is their granola bar. And I'm not like a big granola bar person, but I do. I do like a good granola bar. But these are the best granola bars. They are like heavy, thick, dense, moist. It's refrigerated, so it's like cold and you get it. If you're ever at Dutch Bros, get the granola bar. It is incredible. PSA to everybody listening. I think, honestly, going forward, we might just go for the granola bar and then go to a different coffee shop.
I love that you have a plan. Going forward,
that's the plan. Because that's our tradition. Anytime we go to my parents' house, we always stop at Dutch Bros. Oh. But it's just like the coffee's not great. So we'll go to Dutch Bros for granola bar, then we'll stop at Gravity Coffee for coffee.
Perfect.
We love their coffee.
Good plan.
Did that. And then did you see the house we posted yesterday on Instagram? The mid-mod house?
No.
Okay, I'll show you it. Beautiful. One of the coolest like living room views I've ever seen. It has an amazing view. It was in Burien. Yeah. It has an amazing view over the water.
Burien's interesting.
Yes, it is. It's an interesting area. We drove through. Have you been to downtown Burien?
Maybe like drove past or through.
It's super cool.
It's shocking.
I think Burien's one of those cities that kind of gets a bad reputation. Totally. And I've been in downtown Burien a couple times. I'm like, I really just want to show you downtown Burien. Yeah. Because it's very cool. And we drove through. There's a lot of stuff. There's a ton of restaurants, shopping. It has a really cute downtown quarter, almost like a Proctor feel to it.
I feel like we had an agent who used to be here who lived there and loved it. I can't remember who that was.
You're totally right. We checked out downtown Burien. We stopped at a pizza place called Stevie's Famous Pizza.
Obviously, you have to.
We did, and Stevie was with us, and we were telling everybody this is. I love you're famous, Stevie. To that, and then we stopped at that house. It was built, had an amazing view of the water, and it's built on a hillside. So like legit, like on a cliff. There's no yard. It's just like you're like standing on the deck and you look down, and it's probably 50 feet down. Like it's a little bit terrifying, honestly.
And like we've got to have some strong engineering here.
Yes. And it felt like the whole house was kind of slanted.
Don't tell me that.
And we were like, there's no way we could do this house. But the living room was incredible. Like floor to ceiling, like probably 20-foot ceilings, windows all the way to the ceilings. I'll show you pictures. Incredible. But we also, when we were like ready to go, like it feels a little freaky being inside. So it's like a 4-story house or 3-story house, but then there's a basement on the bottom. Wow. the basement crawl space area. You can like walk down into it, and you can see down into like the beams that are holding the whole house up. It's a little terrifying. It felt like it kind of felt like you were in like a ship, like, you know, when you see movies that are filmed on a ship and they're like down in the boiler room, and it's like kind of like you see the inner workings of the ship. That's how it felt for this house.
Have you ever watched the Lemony Snicket? It's the Series of Unfortunate Events.
I've not seen that.
Okay, because there's a house that's on a cliff like that, and that's the only thing I can imagine right now. Is like, and
it was creepy. I mean, it was a very cool house, but it was kind of funny. There was an agent there while we were there walking through this. He was like previewing for a client.
Okay.
Have you ever been there with another agent, been in a house, and they're just like bad mouthing the house, and they're like, "Oh, this is a major fixture, and he's probably $1 million of work, blah 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 blah," and I'm just like, "Are you being sincere, or
is your buyer interested? You guys?
Yeah, trying to discourage us?" And that totally is how it felt.
That's
like he
funny.
was just like bad mouthing the listing just so that we would not be interested.
Yeah.
In it.
He's like, what is that, mold over there?
Yeah.
You shouldn't look at this.
That's how it felt. It felt a little shady. From there, I went home and unpacked all of our things, and just kind of had a nice night at the house. Yeah. Watched that maintenance required movie.
Okay.
And went to bed around 9 or 10 last night.
Yeah.
It was great.
I had some great sleep this weekend.
I had some great weird dreams this weekend.
So did I.
Did you?
I think it's because I fell asleep with the Maze Runner on in the background. Okay. So that definitely played into some of my dreams. But yeah, I've done the update where I now get a sleep score.
Oh, cool.
And so
what was your scores this weekend?
I think one was 99.
Wow. I've never done the sleep score thing, but
I don't love it because like last night I actually felt pretty good this morning, and then I looked at it and it said I had a 94, and I was like, it's not bad, but I was like, oh, I guess I didn't sleep as well as I thought. But in reality, it was like, no, it was fine. How do I go back a day?
I don't even know how the sleep score works. One of my dreams last night was that it was a very like normal seeming dream. I was with a client doing a walkthrough with Trevor for like a construction job.
That's hilarious.
That was the dream. There was nothing like, it didn't turn into anything weird. It was just like, it was some clients I'm working with right now.
Yeah.
They buy a house, and Trevor's meeting us at the house to do a little walkthrough.
I love it.
That was it. What is this dream? So weird.
Dreams are weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
I keep saying this, but I think one of my monthly challenges, I want to keep a dream journal. And anytime I have a dream, I wake up and just like immediately write it down.
Do you dream a lot?
Like probably every night.
Really?
Yeah. And I never remember them unless I tell somebody about them.
That's
the only reason I remember that is now is because I told Brian about it.
I've heard that's the case. Yeah. If you don't wake up and verbally say it out loud, you'll forget it.
Which is one of the weirdest phenomenons in the world. That you can remember something in one moment, but if you wait, you just forget it. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
It does not make
Our brains are weird.
So that was a weekend.
Hey.
All right. Well, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I mean, can we just really quick?
Yeah.
You've got the Ironman next weekend.
6 days.
Any thoughts, feels? Are we
I'm just going to do it.
You just do it.
I'm just going to do it.
I saw a clip of an 80-year-old finishing an Ironman.
I also saw that. Did you see that she fell?
She like fell.
Yeah.
And then she got up. But I was like, okay.
If she can do it, come on.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. I'm nervous, but I'm just going to do it.
Just do it.
I'm just going to move my body for 15 hours.
Just one foot in front of the other. Don't stop.
So my parents are coming down for it.
Okay.
Brian's parents coming down for it. My grandpa might come down for it. And then Brian will be there, obviously, with Stevie. And it's just funny that like while I'm moving all day, they'll probably eat 3 meals.
That's 100%.
They'll go to breakfast.
There might be a snack in between.
They'll go to lunch. They'll go to dinner.
There might be a Dutch Bros and then a
coffee.
I'll
start when it's dark. I'll finish when it's dark. It's such a long day. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Man,
I'm excited to get it behind me.
Can't wait to hear.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a big day.
All right. Thanks, Jamie. Bye, everybody.
Bye.